Started off, we went with the single arm bent over dumbbell rows. So I did about 5 to 6 working sets with these, and I started off with nice light weight and pyramided my way up to the heavy weights. Here I'm using 80 pounds, and I really want to emphasize the form on this. There's no point in lifting weight that you can't and having to swing your body and just throw the weight around. It's not going to be effective. The next exercise we went into was the seated cable row, 2 arms with a neutral grip, nice and wide. And I focus on pulling these to about the middle of my chest, like near my sternum, not too high and not too low. And I feel like that gives me the best results. The next exercise was the single arm lateral raises with a dumbbell. And if you'll see in my posture here, I'm leaning very much to the side that I'm working. And the reason that I do this is to put the weight on the delt as opposed to the trap. If you do this with 2 arms and stand up straight, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on the traps, so you should try it that way. Okay, so the next movement was the dumbbell shrug. I'm using 65-pound dumbbells here. I like to go heavy, but not too heavy. You see people using weights that they can't really control, and they end up just throwing them around. It'd be better to lighten the weights a little bit and focus on really squeezing. Now, this was a later set, so I was pretty fatigued, and by the end, I was using a little bit of momentum to help get the weights up, but that's always fine. The next movement was the lat pull down with a pronate, or rather a supinated grip, so that means your palms are facing toward you. And I went with a lighter weight here to focus on really engaging my lats instead of squeezing with my biceps and using too much arms. And finally, I went into a single arm shrug with cables, and this is a good way to burn out the traps at the end, or really any muscle using cables. And the advantage to using cables is that there's constant tension the entire time you're working.